Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be making this beautiful gown that you see on the thumbnail. The upper part is a smoking part, then the lower part will be the flade. So I'm actually using this vintage fabric. You can actually use any fabric but not the thick one because we're using a smoking thread to work on the upper part. So if you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, put on your notification bell so that when I upload any new video you get notification. So please comment, hit on the like button so that the video will get visible to those that will find it interesting. So let's go into the video. So the first thing first, we'll be cutting the lower part, which is the flat part, because that is the area that consumes a lot of material. And I have here with me 4 yards of fabric. So we'll cut the lower part first before we cut the upper part. So I'll put this on fold in a triangular way. So I'll be folding my fabric in a triangular way for the flat cutting. So fabric, I fold it in a triangular way so that I'll be able to cut the flare. So I've also pinned it down, and I have 4 pieces here, which is for the back and the front. So let's put our measurement now. So I'm actually, the length of the gown is 57. So I'll be using 16 inches for the upper part of the gown, 16 inches. So the lower part, if you minus 16 inches from 57, you have 41 inches. So the lower part will be 41 inches. So you add your sewing allowance. I will just be adding 1 inch sewing allowance to this. So this is it. Then to get the part, which is the upper part, the flat part, I will use this sharp edge here to take all my measurements. So first thing first, I'll put my tape and check what the circumference at the upper waist at which I want to put this flare. I want to use 48. Since the up is a smoking pattern, like you have to smoke the upper part so it will be small. So I want it, by the time I want to join this, I will have to stretch the upper part. So I added some allowances to lower the flat part. So I'm using, instead of my actual measurement, which was 35, I'm actually using 48 inches for the lower part, including sewing allowance. So you must add some inches to the flare so that when you want to add it, attach this to the upper part, you stretch the upper part and be able to have room to join this to the upper part. So I'll be cutting this with 48 inches at the circumference, which is the joining of both the flare to the up. I don't know if you understand. So which is this upper part will be 12 inches. If you divide 48 by 4, because this fabric is folded into 4, it will be 12 inches. So this my curve here will be 12 inches. So I will put my tape this way and start looking for where I will get my 12. So this is exactly 12. So I'll mark that point. This is 12 inches here. This pen so clear enough. So this is where I got my 12 when I put my tape. So the next thing I will take from this sharp edge here, this sharp edge at this point, I will take it to this part. Whatever I have, that is what I will use to take all through. So let's do this. This is 20 and a half. This is 20 and a half. So I will take that 20 and a half all through. So this is 20 and a half, yeah. So I'll be taking that 20 and a half like so. You see what I'm doing? So I put my tape this way now. I take the 20 and a half like this. Take 20 and a half like this. So this is it. So I've taken my 20 and out. Let me make it visible. So you just have to use this arc here, which is here, to measure to the first part at which I put my tape like that I marked. Whatever you have, that is what you take round to get your curve here. So that's what I did. So I got from here to here, I got 20 and now, so that I just rotate my sorry, my measurement tape all through to my to this end, which is the folded part, to get the same 20 and half. So after which you start taking all your measurements, your length now from here. So the length I'm working with now is 41 inches plus 1 inch, that is 42. So we take our 42, take your 42 inches this way. So take 42 inches like so. So do my 42 inches here. So I'll continue like that till you mark it all through. So 42 inches here. Forty-two inches here. So I'll just rotate it like that until I mark it all through. So I'll mark it all through and show you how it is. Just be using this part to mark your 42 inches all through. 42 inches all through from this part at which you've cut now. So I will mark it. Then there's no other thing to be done at the side. So you just cut off this part. Then we'll cut off the lower part. That's all for this, for the flade, which is the lower part of the gown. So we'll cut this off. Then you cut off your actual length. That will keep this aside. So for the upper parts, I've already cut out my fabric also. So that it will be easy to understand. This is the fabric fold. I said is 57 inches minus 16 inches for the upper part. So now this is 16 inches on fold. So this 16 inches as it is now, sorry, I added 1 inch sewing allowance. This is actually 17 inches. This is 17 inches. Yeah, from here to here, 17 inches. Then the volume is your bust measurement times 3. Whatever person you are sewing for, if you are sewing it for your daughter, a client, and whosoever person you are sewing this for, your bust measurement times 3. Some persons use that hip measurement times 3, but the bust measurement times 3 is fine. So my bust measurement is 38 inches times 3 is 114. So 114. Then divide that whatever you have by 4, because it's back and front. Now it's folded into 2. So I will use this to cut the other one. So this is into 2. Are you seeing this? So into 2 divide by 4 will give me 28 and a half. So what I have here is 28 and a half. Are you seeing this? So that is just all you need for the upper part cutting. No arm hole, no shoulder, nothing. So it's when we start sewing, I will explain further the other parts of this video. So I will just make a notch on this part. Sorry, not there, on this, on the lower part. Whichever parts where we want to sew, we'll look for it. So I just make a notch there. So I'll be cutting this into 2, which explains 1, 2 front. Then I cut out another one, which is this, for the back piece. So since the fabric was not enough to get it on fold, so I cut out two pieces separately. So I'll be joining this here, half of an inch, to make it one. So it's also the same thing, 28.5 inches. I only added half inch to it to join it back to make it one piece. So the same thing here is 17 inches also. So this to this, 17 inches. So the next thing is to take this to our sewing machine. After joining, let me use this to explain. So take this to our sewing machine now. You double fold the upper part this way. Are you saying this? Fold like this, then you fold again. So run it all through, leaving the lower part, only the upper part on both of them. So I will do that and come and explain what next to do. So I've hemmed this upper part. This is what I did. As I explained earlier, you fold and you fold again. So I did it all through. Yeah, I do the same to these two. I join it at the side to make it one. Then I also did the same. So the next thing is to start smoking this with a smoking thread. For those of us that don't know how to do this, these are a smoky thread look like. You stretch it. So these are it looks like. You can get it in any of the sewing shops. So these are it is. You can get it in the market. Just tell them you need a stretchy thread or smoky thread. We'll give it to you. So these are it is. Then you get your reeler. So this is it. This smoking thread will be under your sewing machine, while your normal thread will be on top your sewing machine. So you wrap this through your reeler this way, stretching it a little, not too much, a little, and you do it until it's completely filled up. So this is what I will do all through. So this is it. So I'll do this in 3 places so that it will be taking time, and so once I finish this, I'll take the next one. So the next thing, let me explain what I will go and be doing. I'll be sewing this with, you can sew with half of an inch. If you feel you'll be too stressed to do it, you can use half inch. That is the maximum you can use. If you want it beautiful, just as you are seeing on the thumbnail as it is, what I used was 3/4 of an inch. Are you seeing this? You sew it as tiny, as close as possible. So don't use 3/4 like so. I use half inch. So don't be sewing it just like that. But make sure your line is straight. So you start sewing from here. You start from here. You take it all through to the other end. That's in both the front and the back. So it's the two of them that is here now. So what I did, I measured my bust measurements divided by 2 on it. So then I added just 1 inch. So this is my 20. What I'm trying to explain is I trim out little piece from the side. I don't want it too free on me. I want it tight. So I trim out little piece. So without stretching it right now, it's exactly 20 inches. So that is how I want it. So I'll put this on fold and explain to us what next to do. So I want to get my midpoint of the neck of the top. So this is my midpoint. I'll put a pin there. So I'll just put a pin here. So this stands for, I will open it up now. So this is it. This is my midpoint. So at that midpoint, I'll be taking the opening of the neck here. I'll take the opening of the neck. So you can as well just join 3 inches this way, 3 inches this way. So whatever that is remaining will be the opening of the neck. But I want this to be, I want to mark 4.5 inches to this side, then 4.5 inches to this side. That is 9 inches. So that will be 9 inches in total. 4.5 from the middle, 4.5 to this side. So I will sew from that 4.5, closing this part, then closing this part. So after which you try if your edge can pass through the 9 inches opening that you create. If it's not up to, if it's not passing through your head, you make more opening on this side that you've closed. So I will go and close the 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches, which is 9 inches. I'll close this way, creating room for this part. Then for the armhole, I want to take my armhole 8 inches. So this is 8 inches from the starting line. Sorry, 8.5, because I'll be joining by half here. So I'll be marking 8.5. So by the time I join half inch, I will have 8. So from that 8 inches, I will just close the side with 1 inch this way, 1 inch this way. So leaving the opening of 8 inches here after closing this part. So I will do that and show you how it will look like. So this is it. I've joined the 4.5 inches from the middle. You know, I said you take 4.5 inches this way, 4.5 inches this way. So this opening of this neck is 9 inches. So by the time I tried it, it was okay for me. So if you try yours and it's not okay, you have to loosen this part off. So now I have an opening here. You know, I said I'm coming down by 8 inches at the side, then you close by 1 inch on the side this way, 1 inch after the opening. So this is what we do now. We create a armhole. So we fold back again, put our pins here. Since we use smoking thread for this, that is why it's folding this way. So you have to stretch it out, then you pin. You want to create a armhole on it. So pin it out like so. So you pin it out very well. So this side is equal, just that it's just coming up. So what we are working on now is this part here. So this is where I close my 8 inches opening here. 8 inches opening. So now I have the opening of my neck. Let me put a pin so that you'll be seeing it. I have the opening of my neck here. So this is where the pin is. Are you seeing this? So this is where the pin is, which is from here to here is the opening of my neck, which is the 4.5 inches from here to here is the opening of my neck. So now we'll be taking the width of the shoulder I want for this. So I'll be using 3.5 inches like so from that part at which I sewed the opening of the neck. So now I'll be taking 3.5 inches this way. Are you seeing this? 3.5 inches. So I will just make from that 3.5 inches, I'll just curve it to the 8 inches closing, like so. So take that 3.5 inches, make your curve like so. So take 8 inches this way, make our curve like this. So before you cut, make sure you pin very well, pin it very well. So now I cut out this part so you see what I'm trying to say. This and this. I see this. So this is what I'm trying to say. So it's more of like creating an armhole on it. So don't be disturbed that all this trimming you are doing will make it loosen. No. Wherever you trim like this, remember you will attach something to it so it will not loosen. So this is it. So we are done. Let's remove our pins, turn it to the side, and you see how it will be. So remove this pin here. Are you seeing it? So this is more of like your normal glass now. So this is your armhole, this is your shoulder line, this is your neck opening, and this is side. So let's flip it outside. Are you seeing how beautiful it is? So this is the armhole opening, this is your shoulder line, and this is the neck opening. So the only thing we do on the neck opening just to hem it down this way, creating a circle around the neck. So hem it around, then you attach the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I have little fabric here, so cut out our sleeve. So I want the sleeve to have an elastic under, so I will take in the length of my sleeve. This is 11.5, which is okay. I'll take the cap height, which is 4.5 inches, sorry, 4 inches this way. So I'll make my curve like so, slant it to this part this way. So I'm making whatever excesses that is inside the sleeve, I'll put it around the shoulder line. So no need to check if it's same as your armhole, because it will be more than. But what I have here is my round sleeve, which is 7 inches plus 5 an inch, plus 5 inch, which is including sewing allowance and the allowances for ease for the elastic. So I'll cut this off. That's all. Now cut this way. So I have two pieces here, which is for both sleeves. So I'll make a notch here. So remove the pins. So what I will go and do now is to, on this shoulder line, I will attach one of the sleeves to it, to the side. Then I'll close it at the lower part, put my elastic, just fold half of an inch this way, fold in the rough edges, then you fold half of an inch again to pass through the elastic. Then our blouse will be, the upper part will be ready. So for the lower part, you take your flade. So if your flade, both are equal back and front, so you take your flade. So this is the part at which we notch. So what you do, just get the midpoint of this. So I actually made a notch here when cutting, remember. So put your notch part to notch part. Then this side will close with 1 inch. You close both flade with 1 inch first. So you close with 1 inch first. So you put them side to side together like this. Then you close them with 1 inch on the side. Then after which, the side at which you close with 1 inch, you pin it to this side. then pin the other side to the side, to this side also. You see what I'm saying? Pin this side to this side, pin this closing line of the flade that you close here to the side of this, then this to this side, then the midpoint to midpoint. So it will enable you to be able to drag it to fit in the waist of the flade. So I will do that. Put a sleeve, put the elastic under the sleeve, then hem the neck, then put it on so that you see the final look of the of this beautiful gown. So please, if you've watched this far and you find the video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, put on your notification bell. The outcome of the dress, please rate it yourself, and I want to get your comment on the comment section about the dress. It's very nice. Please, I will appreciate your comments. This is it. This is the neck. So this is the back part, and this is the back part. So I will appreciate your comments. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe to my channel so that you get beautiful videos like this anytime I upload them. Put on your notification bells also. Thank you. The outcome of the dress, please rate it yourself, and I want to get your comment on the comment section about the dress. It's very nice. Please, I will appreciate your comments. This is it. This is the neck. So this is the back part, and this is the back part. So I will appreciate your comments. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe to my channel so that you get beautiful videos like this anytime I upload them. Put on your notification bells also. Thank you.